With waters receding now, we know a lot of you who are impacted have a lot of questions about what to do next. A lot of damaged things in your households. 24-hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey is live in Granville with some answers. A lot of people need this information, Joe.
Yeah, they do tonight, Sue. First of all, I want to kind of describe where we are. I was here last week, not in this spot. We're just along Wilson Avenue. I could have been standing here because this area was under a foot or two of water. You can see Buck Creek just behind me. That is getting back to normal, back in its banks. You know, one of the problems with all that flooding last week is a lot of homeowners here along Buck Creek and other places in Kent County and throughout West Michigan never had to deal with water that rose that quick getting into their homes. They weren't sure what to do. Now at 5, we provided answers to some of the questions those homeowners are asking. Now some answers to questions they may not have thought of. It's a familiar sound in many waterlogged neighborhoods. Flood-ruined items being tossed into a dumpster.
All this stuff's trash.
The electronics is all trash.
Well, they'd never experienced a flood. Kelly and Scott Van Overen had some help, especially when it came to disinfecting the salvageable items.
They told us what actually we should spray, how to do it, how to do the cleanup properly ourselves, because of course insurance wasn't covering it.
The Kent County Health Department is getting a lot of those "what do I do next" calls from flooded out homeowners. Most ask, when do I start cleaning up? The answer is now.
But also, as you're doing it, document. Make sure you're keeping receipts, take some pictures. That way, if there is any reimbursement available, whether it's through insurance or something else, that component can be gone after.
But there are things first-time flood victims may not have thought of, like don't start the furnace or other flood-damaged appliance before they're checked out by a professional. And what about the food in a flooded fridge?
Our best theory about that is when in doubt, throw it out.
Homes with wells are another concern. If the well head was underwater, the well water could be contaminated.
If you are even concerned about the integrity of your well, you should contact a licensed or certified well driller or plumber to make sure that it's okay.
Sad thing about going through something like this, you too become an expert. Even the Van Overens can add to the list of things first-time flood victims need to know.
And we figured, you know, drywall and that kind of stuff would have to come out, but the number one thing they too said is having our ducts cleaned because of the mold spores.
Back here live looking at a much calmer Buck Creek 1 week later. Now when it comes to the cleanup effort, the Kent County Health Department has some tips. The Greater Grand Rapids American Red Cross has some cleanup supplies. We can put you in touch with both organizations through woodtv.com. Live in Granville, Joe LaFurgey, 24-hour News 8.